Hey guys, happy Friday. How are my beloveds doing today? All right, let's get started on today's reading and see what messages Spirit may have for us today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. You've come to a safe place where we do uplifting messages on the daily, and let's go. All right, so right off the bat here, guys, we have the card of hostilities, envy, and strategy. Okay, so I feel like this is regarding, could be the workplace today. Feels like a workplace, okay? So there might be internal conflict today, some kind of frustration with a colleague that threatens to derail your progress. This is somebody who is, somewhat envious of you, has a little something toward you, okay? And I feel like it is envy and somewhat jealousy. All right, instead of acting on immediate anger, focus on intellectual control and diplomacy to maintain your professional standing, because you are extremely intelligent. Okay, Aquarius? So in other words, don't let them trigger you. All right, remember, you're being watched. So your intellectual abilities are your greatest asset right now. In the long run, you're going to come out smelling like a rose. All right. So let's continue and see what else we have. Let's go into the golden deck and see what surprises we have in here. What's in store for us today. All right. It's almost the weekend, guys. I hope you have something very relaxing and beautiful planned for yourselves. And let's see what we have here. Nice. Nice start. We have the Wheel of Fortune right off the bat. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is all about positivity. It's about good things coming to you. It's about you being in the flow. And it turns out that your flow has to do with your abilities, your gifts to manifest and use your intuition. All right. While doing this, I see that you're going to make a decision for yourself, Aquarius, that is going to bring in the Wheel of Fortune, which is, a lot of positivity, positive things. I feel like this is, the stuff that dreams are made of. This is your dreams, and they're about to become fulfilled. Okay. So just don't make rash decisions, but Spirit is saying, focus on these decisions, take your time, and make sure that these decisions are something for you. Don't make decisions based on other people's happiness, in other words. Okay. All right, let's continue. Picking up on someone today who there's something getting in the way, it looks like, of your finances, Aquarius. Now, this could be a multitude of things, but I'm feeling like for some of you, this is something going on in your life that's causing chaos around you. And even though you don't realize it, this takes your focus away from, your ways that you could be making money, whether it's your job where you could be more focused and putting more into it and therefore be noticed by a supervisor or a boss about how you're interacting with others and how you're taking care of things and doing your job. All right, so this could lead into raises or bonuses, but I am seeing that the potential here for you to fatten up, bulk up your bank account is really going to be based on you and a decision you need to make to end whatever this is that is creating this chaos in your life. Okay, I'm seeing that this is also something that you've been holding on to or just dealing with for a long time now that is no longer serving you. So guys, sometimes we're doing things and we don't realize that, yes, they used to serve us for our betterment and these things no longer do. All right. And we have the star here, which is you, Aquarius. This is you carrying the light. And I need to tell you that Spirit sees you as a big, beautiful, strong white light. Okay. That is definitely acting as a bridge right now to for the awakened, for people that are just waking up and needing some solace, someone to go to, someone with your energy, your abilities that can calm their fears and their emotions. All right, I'm seeing something here about rest. Somebody needs a break, somebody needs rest, and I feel like it's a lot of my aquas. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of you might be feeling down and out today for some reason, and it could just be that you're wired, you're just, stress can be really overwhelming, and you've had your fair share over the past month or two, it looks like. And I'm also seeing something here about your relationship. So it looks like at the same time, a lot of you that are in relationships, you have the capability to make them better. You have the capability to get closer now, to tune into each other's emotional needs, whatever that may be. And I'm seeing that there are connections that will get stronger. All right. And if you have questions, if you've always wanted a reading, you want a reading, guys, I do offer them. You can click on the description below the video and then click on the more button to see what my services are. All right. I'm picking up on, let me look at this for a second. This looks very interesting. All right, this is somebody who is in a relationship. I'm speaking to a masculine. Now, for whatever reason, you and your counterpart, the person you're in love with, you had a great relationship at one time. You were super, super close, and, life just got in between, right? So you started having problems, it looks like. Things got in the way, and now you're feeling kind of ignored, like you don't know what to do at this point. You don't know if this is actually, something you even want at times. All right, but I am seeing that you have this capability to bring this relationship closer together, to get back together, to make things good the way they were. Maybe think about places you used to go together years ago or however long ago, and take your person there. All right, go there, relive those memories when things were hot and sexy, and you were all in love and things were great. All right, also, if you used to leave little notes around the house, it might be very uncomfortable at this point, but you could start out maybe just a little, like, hope you have a great day kind of thing. Write the note. Your person's going to remember that you used to do things like that, okay? But I see that the possibility of a reconnection, that's what I meant to say, is very strong, okay? So if you've been with somebody for a long time and things feel like they lost their pizzazz, the sexiness, the spark, okay, I'm seeing here that you are capable of bringing that back, okay, and it's not going to take that long. All right, here I'm seeing somebody who's feeling left out in the cold, and you absolutely are bored out of your mind. You need a new start. You're feeling like things are just, you're stuck. Things aren't moving. You're tired of the same old day over and over and over again. And I do go through this too, guys, okay? So it just kind of feels like we're stagnant right now. Nothing's moving. We're stuck between timelines, right? We're just moving through this middle timeline, if you will. And to the left, we're seeing, it looks like the world's falling apart, but in reality, the old world is falling apart, which is a good thing, because there was nothing good being done for us, we the people. So on the other side, we're seeing some really positive things coming in now. I can name them at the end of the reading. Some of you don't want to hear that. You just want the reading for today. So I'm going to stick with that. And if I remember, hopefully, I will tell you what good things are happening at the end. All right. But I am seeing some kind of movement toward this new start. Like I said, right now, things are very stagnant. You're not feeling happy, but you feel like something new to liven things up would be great. I am seeing that also you need to start speaking your mind, coming into your authentic selves, guys. Those of you who haven't reached that point yet, you've thought about it. You've had that moment in time where you said to yourself, I'm going to tell my family exactly how I'm thinking, because it's kind of different than where they're at. And then you stopped yourself. Or maybe it was, a group of people at work or school where they were all talking about something and you didn't agree. You were like on the complete opposite side, and you withheld from getting in on the conversation because you feel differently and you didn't want them to look at you like you had two heads, right? So, you're going to get to that point, guys, where you're just not going to care. And the truth be known is we need to find people that are on the same frequency, that have common beliefs, because those people, you're already very high frequency. That's why you think differently. You don't think like the masses. You're not a sheep, and you think outside of the box. You're very intelligent. So you need to find like-minded people who are on the same frequency so you can have interesting conversations and not be, looked at like you have two heads. All right, this is about some type of partnership, okay? I feel like somebody just started seeing someone and you're already feeling a very strong connection to this person, but you don't really know where it's going. There's a lot of unknowns here, okay? And you have lots of questions. All right, here I'm seeing you have the card of opportunity here, so there's a lot of opportunity. I don't know what the outcome is, but you can get a reading, guys, if this is your position. And I'll tell you something, I'm just going through, I'm picking up on different people's energies when I do the public readings. So when you get your private reading, I'm just honing in on your specific energy, okay? So it's quite different. All right, here I'm seeing some type of growth. Wow. Somebody's going to get a phone call that's going to change everything, okay? Because there's something happening to you right now in your life where you're feeling something or someone around you is very toxic. There's a lot of judgment, and this is making you feel like you're having a major setback. And there's again a lot of judgment around this toxic, I want to say, person. All right, I'm seeing that the information coming in is going to enlighten you to the point where you're going to know instantly what needs to be done. Okay, so if this is you when you're in this situation, please comment below the video. And guys, if you're still with me, it helps me a lot if you subscribe and hit the like button, okay? It helps me tremendously, and it only takes a second, so thank you in advance for doing that for me. I'm seeing movement toward some type of a tower moment. So I feel like this is like a trap, guys. Listen to this carefully, all right? This is some kind of a trap or something that you're walking into that is actually going to be for your betterment. And what do I mean by that? Well, you're moving toward some kind of tower moment. Most likely, this is going to be a moment that's going to set you free from a relationship or a situation that is not doing you any good, okay? This is not nurturing, loving. Sometimes when we're in the relationship, we don't really see it for what it is, because we have insecurities. We don't want to be alone, whatever it is. I'm not saying you're all like that. I'm just throwing some examples out there, okay? So whatever it is, we generally, when we're in that relationship, whatever the reasoning is, we don't see it for what it is, all right? But after you move through this tower moment, there is going to be, and you're free, there's going to be something you're wanting, and you're going to receive it. But this isn't just some little old nothing. This is going to be something great, okay? Something really meaningful that is going to be, pretty significant as far as being some type of big change in your life for the better. Okay, so, and you're going to realize it once you get there. Once you get there, you're going to say to yourself, this is so much better. Look at what I've been missing. All right, and let's continue. I have, someone here who is, it looks like you're some type of medium. mediator, I want to say, not medium, mediator for your family members. I'm seeing fighting right now and arguing amongst your family, and you are like the King of Wands. You're the person who makes the most sense. You're the person who doesn't, get so triggered. You usually smooth things over. You are the voice of reason in the family. All right. And I see something going on for you right now, like major arguing and fighting in the family, chaos. And you are the one, like I said, who's going to bring in balance. And if this is you, please comment below the video. And let's see what else we have. All right, guys, this is awesome. Someone, this looks like almost like movement toward someone's going to surprise you. This is in regard to marriage. So if you've been with somebody, if you've been with somebody for a while and you're feeling again like things aren't moving forward the way you would like it to, you might be getting the surprise of your life, okay? This is something that you're focusing on that's been making you feel stuck, and you feel like you're giving yourself to this person, and time is going by, and maybe even for some of you feeling like that clock is ticking. And but I do see something that looks very much like marriage here and celebration around this commitment. Okay, some of you might even be getting engaged. All right, let's continue. Okay, so I'm seeing a masculine and a feminine coming to some grand conclusion. And, this is going to bring in balance. This is something that the two of you have been thinking about for a while. It has to do with having a child, having children. Okay, so I do see that this child or children, this is going to bring in the balance that you hoped it would. You're getting clarity on this now. However, if you don't get along, it's not the same thing. This isn't your reading, okay? Do not have children. I'm talking to you like I'm telling you what to do. But you know what I'm saying? Like, don't think that a child is going to fix your relationship. That's where I'm going with that, because it is definitely not going to. All right. If that's the case, work on your relationship first until you feel confident enough that you're not going to have your child seeing you putting each other down and fighting. These kinds of things really affect children intensely. All right. So here I'm seeing, wow. Somebody is not just getting a raise, but this is going to happen for you in the next week or two. I see you as the emperor. So you're getting some kind of crazy promotion. All right. You've been feeling stuck about this. This is something you wanted. All right. Definitely. You have the card of want here and the stuckness card here. I'm seeing abundance and definitely the workplace. Okay. Your dream is going to come true. Okay, it looks like they're going to put you in a position of you are the boss. You're going to be the boss. All right, so there's some kind of mistrust here that is creating a burden for someone today, and you have questions about your person. Okay, something occurred, or it might be, multiple things are occurring that are making you feel paranoid, less trustful. You've even maybe, put out some prayer about this, hoping that, nothing happens. This is for people who absolutely don't want to start over. You've been with your person, you're comfortable, things have been going well. So there is some fear about, something that's going to come between the two of you. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but yeah, I'm seeing the card of mistrust here. So there's something going on for some of you. You're feeling mistrustful right now. Wow. Okay. So for others, I'm seeing a great big door opening up for you in the near future. This is going to be something that is going to have you, I'm seeing you in different departments, in different maybe cities, different, like traveling around. This is going to give you some kind of, this is like a new position, I feel like. A new position you're going to get where you're going to be receiving possible commissions. I see you moving around, moving from maybe I'm seeing brick and mortar places in different towns, different states. Like for your job, you're moving around and you're doing like a regional manager type of work scenario. It doesn't have to be that, but something similar. This door is going to open wide for you, okay? Just walk right in because I feel like this is going to be so good. You have the Justice card here, so this is definitely going to be good for you. This is going to be your justice. You're going to be so thrilled with this new position because of the jump you're going to see in the money, in your paycheck, okay? You also have the Page of Pentacles. This is positive. It's good news around your money. All right, guys, this is where I'm going to end on this great note here. I hope that today's reading really resonated for a lot of you. I hope you have a spectacular rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.